Hello there, welcome back to Isn't Okay. This is a good news for indie and turn-based game fans because here we'll take a look at the 10 best turn-based tactical strategy indie games that you can play right now. It's worth nothing that I've covered more great titles like Final Fantasy Tactics with job system in another video, so be sure to check that out as well if you haven't already. Without any further ado, let's check it out. Inkulinati is a roguelike game where you assume the role of an Inkulinati, a meta-deity figure capable of spawning soldiers onto the battlefield for 2D turn-based combat. The concept of expandable units adds a unique twist to the gameplay. When units die, they melt into ink that can be reused to create more soldiers. Protecting your Inkulinati becomes crucial. They not only spawn other units but also possess minor combat abilities such as the ability to push enemies to the left or right. Backpack Hero is best described as a deck building game, but it offers more than just that. While it features energy management, blocking, and a 3-area gameplay loop, the game also incorporates inventory management as a key aspect. As you progress, you can level up and expand your bag's capacity, allowing you to carry more items. After each fight, you'll be presented with various items to add to your bag. Making tough decisions about what to include and optimizing your inventory become crucial. It is enjoyable for fans of deck building games, especially those who appreciate the inventory management aspect. Alina of the Arena is an absolute blast to play, especially when experimenting with different combinations of equipments, cards, special bracers, charms, and other items scattered throughout the arena. While it is relatively easy to defeat the area bosses with various builds, the final boss can be incredibly challenging if you haven't properly prepared with means of avoiding damage. Since the demo first came out, Alina of the Arena has undergone significant balancing adjustments, making it easier overall. In my opinion, the game is easily worth the price given its engaging gameplay and ongoing updates and improvements. Broken Lines is a turn-based tactical strategy game that has quickly gained recognition in the market. It combines elements from games like XCOM and Mutant Year Zero with a touch of alternate history. While the gameplay mechanics are similar to other turn-based strategy games, where you select characters, give them commands, and watch the scene unfold, the true brilliance of Broken Lines lies in its uniquely crafted story. One standout feature of Broken Lines is its sanity system. Whenever something goes wrong, such as replaying a mission or running out supplies, the choices you make can affect your soldiers' will to fight. Wintermoor Tactics Club is a visual novel tactics game set in the cozy war academy. The game revolves around a group of high school students who are at risk of losing their beloved after-school clubs. While the gameplay mechanics are not particularly deep, the game makes up for it with its aesthetic and storytelling. The game features grid-based, turn-based combat reminiscent of popular titles like Fire Emblem and XCOM. However, the combat lacks complexity and it's relatively straightforward. It is a delightful experience that is best enjoyed with a hot cup of cocoa on a cold snowy day. Othercide offers a unique experience where you command a small army of warrior daughters armed with swords and revolvers to battle Lovecraftian horrors. It is not just about fulfilling blood-drenched parental dreams, but also stands out as the best turn-based tactic game so far. Similar to Into the Breach, the game requires you to fail and go back in time repeatedly until you find the right strategy. Each time you go back, you can carry over shreds, a currency earned from previous runs, allowing for progression without starting from scratch. The game's gothic horror aesthetics, mostly in black and white, creates a bleak and oppressive atmosphere. Don't overlook Othercide if you enjoy tactical games with dark and atmospheric setting. Xenonauts 2, an upcoming TRPG from Goldhawk Interactive. As a spiritual successor to the original XCOM games, Xenonauts 2 shares many similarities with the classic turn-based tactical series. The game takes place in an alternative timeline where the Cold War is ongoing, and players control a multinational military organization tasked with defending Earth from an alien threat. The turn-based tactical combat in Xenonauts 2 utilizes a team-based action point system. Each character has a set amount of time units to spend on actions such as moving, shooting, and using abilities. The enemy takes its turns after the player, and battles involve various tactical elements like cover, overwatch, grenade, and suppression mechanics. Ozymandias Bronze Age Empire Sims is a turn-based 4-time strategy game that takes place in the Bronze Age. While it may not have cutting-edge graphics, the maps and art style are beautifully illustrated. Gameplay in Ozymandias will feel familiar to the fans of classic 4-time games like the Civilization series. At the start of each match, the games randomly generated several victory conditions, such as reaching a certain population count, owning the most land or cities, or having the largest and most formidable army or navy. Ozymandias currently offers 8 civilizations to choose from, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Multiplayer games are also supported. Ozymandias offers a low commitment format and quick matches that can be enjoyable for fans of 4-time games. Urtuk: The Desolation is an open-world tactical turn-based RPG set in a low fantasy setting. In this game, you guide a band of heroes through the ruins of ancient world, recruit new followers, loot the corpses of fallen foes, and strive to survive in a harsh and unforgiving realm. Visually, the game shares similarities with the Darkest Dungeon, while the gameplay in Urtuk combines elements from Final Fantasy Tactics, XCOM, and Darkest Dungeon. The map is grid-based hexagonal maps where you navigate your units with limited movement and consider elevation for combat advantages. Urtuk: The Desolation is highly recommended games for fans of tactical turn-based RPGs. Hadean Tactics is a game that combines elements of auto chess, roguelike, and deck building genres. As someone who has spent countless hours playing auto chess game, deck builders, and roguelites, this game is dream come true for me. At the start of each combat encounter, you can rearrange the placement of your units and draw cards from your deck. The cards in your starting deck include ones that provide shield to protect your units, increase their damage, or deal direct damage to enemies. Once you played all your cards and ended your turn, the combat becomes automated, similar to an auto chess game. After 7 seconds of combat, the game pauses and you draw a new hand of cards, refreshing your energy. This cycle continues until either all enemies are defeated or you lose. This is an amazing game that combines multiple genres, must try especially for fans of auto chess game and deck building roguelikes.